Hello everyone. My name is Daichi, and I will give you a lecture regarding the radiation and remediation activities. So, let's start today's lecture. Today's theme is, what is the Interim Storage Facility, Volume 2? Are you ready? So far I mainly talked about overview of the Interim Storage Facility, including its basic role.
Yes, that's right. You told me that in the wide range of areas, there are various kinds of facilities, such as the storage site and the soil separation facility.
So, this time I would like to go into more details regarding the specific procedures implemented in each facility. There are detailed procedures other than those represented in this figure, but major procedures for treatment of soil and waste in the interim storage facility will be elaborated with this figure. First of all, from temporary storage site outside the premise, soil and burnables, including grass and branches, are transported into the interim storage facility. In addition, part of the burnables are incinerated in the temporary incineration facility outside the premise, followed by further transportation into the interim storage facility as ash. Of the soil and waste, soil is transported into the soil separation facility, although part of them is temporarily stored in the storage sites, before they are transported into the soil separation facility, as introduced in the previous lecture. Details will be covered in the following, but in this facility, waste like burnables and big stones are removed, and only soil with small diameter is transported and stored in the soil storage facility. And burnables, including grass and branches arising from decontamination activities, are incinerated in the temporary incineration facility in the premise of the interim storage facility. Aforementioned burnables, which are generated in the soil separation facility, are also transported and incinerated in the temporary incineration facility. Ash generated in the temporary incineration facility, both inside and outside the premise of the interim storage facility, is further treated in the temporary ash treatment facility, which is constructed next to the temporary incineration facility, for its further volume reduction. Detailed procedures for the treatment will be covered in another lecture. From the temporary ash treatment facility, slags and metals are collected, aiming at their recycling in the future. In addition, fly ash generated in the temporary ash treatment facility is temporarily stored in the waste storage facility till further treatment. For the next, I would like to talk about the outline of each facility, which comprises the interim storage facility. Okay, let's begin with the soil separation facility. Some of them are currently dismantled, but there were at maximum 9 soil separation facilities in the premise of the interim storage facility. There are some difference between operators, which manage the soil separation facility, but basic procedures for treatment of removed soil are represented in this animation. Specifically, these procedures comprise 4 parts, that is, unloading, tearing bags, separation, and transportation to the soil storage facility. First of all, unloading is one of the procedures, in which container bags are unloaded from the trucks onto the conveyor belt, using cranes or backhoes, followed by being brought into the soil separation facility. For the next, container bags are torn and soil inside the bags are transported into the next procedure. Specific methodologies to tear the container bags depend on operators of the soil separation facility. For examples, their unique technologies, including high-pressure water, wires, crushing machines with double axle are used to tear the bags. Soil taken from container bags are transported into the separation procedure. Here the removed soil is supposed to be treated in 2 sieving procedures. In the first procedure, the removed soil is treated with a sieve with mesh size of 10 centimeters, and big stuff, like stones, burnables, as well as fragments of container bags are removed. After that, modifier is added to the soil, which passes through the first sieving procedure, with mesh size of 10 centimeters, to make the viscous soil drier, and make the second sieving procedure more effective. Soil with a modifier is supposed to be further transported to the second sieving procedure, and here soil is sieved again, with a mesh size of 2 cm. During this procedure, smaller burnables, which can't be removed in the first sieving procedure, including grass and branches, are also removed. And only soil, with diameter less than 2 cm, which passes through the second sieving procedure, is transported to the soil storage facility. There are two means to transport the sieved soil, specifically, with conveyor belt, or with truck, taking account of a couple of factors, including geological circumstances, between the soil separation facility and the soil storage facility. For the next, let us move on to the next facility, the soil storage facility. Currently, there are 8 soil storage facilities in the premise of the interim storage facility. Treated soil, transported by conveyor belt or trucks, from the soil separation facility, is first unloaded in the relayed tent, before being transported to the soil storage facility. After that, depending on the properties of the soil, it is transported again by conveyor belt or trucks, to the soil storage facility, as well as leveled and compacted with heavy machineries before its storage. By the way, the soil storage facility is equipped with double impermeable sheets on the bottom, to prevent the water in the soil storage facility from penetrating into public water areas and groundwater as well. And water in the soil storage facility, such as rainfall, is collected using water collection equipment, and sent to the leachate treatment facility. Water treated in the facility is supposed to be released into the environment, after necessary monitoring of concentration level of materials, including radioactive cesium.
I see. During various kinds of procedures, a lot of stuff including big stones and burnables are removed, as much as possible, before they are further transported to the soil storage facility. And I understand that a lot of measures are also taken in the soil storage facility, to safely store the treated soil. However, why is the removed soil treated in a lot of kinds of procedures, even though it is supposed to be finally disposed in the future?
Well, I think there are other reasons, but the reasons, which currently come up in my mind are, for example, to use limited volume of the soil storage facility effectively, to reduce the possibility of damage on the soil storage facility as much as possible, caused by big stones or other foreign substances, and to reduce the possibility as much as possible, to let flammable gas be generated from organic matters, if they remain in the removed soil. In addition, I think that promotion of recycling of removed soil is also one of the important reasons, to reduce the volume for its final disposal in the future, as much as possible. I will elaborate this recycling issue in another lecture.
I see. Taking also the use of the removed soil in the future into consideration, a lot of measures have been already taken.
Correct. The issues of the interim storage facility to be addressed toward the future, as well as the introduction of the temporary incineration facility, the temporary ash treatment facility, and the waste storage facility, will be covered in the following lectures. So, let me wrap up my lecture by providing you the key points. Today, first of all, overview of the whole procedures in the interim storage facility was covered, including treatment of soil and burnables arising from decontamination activities. After that, each facility which comprises the interim storage facility was individually elaborated. The soil separation facility is the facility to treat soil arising from decontamination activities, and it comprises 4 procedures: unloading, tearing bags, separation, and transportation. The treated soil is further transported to the soil storage facility, by conveyor belt, or trucks. For the next, the soil storage facility is the facility to store the soil treated in the soil separation facility, and with the impermeable sheets and other measures, it prevents water in the facility from penetrating into the public water areas. In addition, water in the soil storage facility is collected by water collection equipment, followed by treatment in the leachate treatment facility, before it is released into the environment. Soil in the soil storage facility is stored, taking recycling in the future into consideration, but I would like to elaborate it in another lecture. Okay, today's lecture is now dismissed. See you next time. In this channel, the useful information regarding the radiation and remediation will be provided to you. If you like it, please subscribe to this channel, and do not forget to click the like button.